Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload new videos at least once a week, and since we are going into the fall and winter right now, and those are the best seasons for tea in my opinion, I'm going to be uploading even more frequently than that. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, this is a good time to do so you can stay on top of all of my new videos. Today I have another tea to try from DAVIDStea. It's Dandelion Detox. Okay, let's get our tea steeping. All right, and since this is another rooibos tea, we can let it steep as long as possible. And we will want to steep it for quite a bit of time so we get a really nice full flavor. Dandelion Detox, I think they brought out before, and it's kind of like back for this collection because it fit in so well. This collection has been sort of like a wellness kind of vibe. It's all been teas with ingredients that are good for you and can like help you when you're not feeling well. And this is my last one, Dandelion Detox Rooibos. The description says, with cleansing dandelion root, cranberry, and rooibos, it's a delicious way to detox. And the ingredients are cranberries, hibiscus, dandelion root, rose hips, rooibos, cinnamon, oat straw, natural cranberry and lemon flavoring. So the first thing I smell is like cranberry and cinnamon, which makes it kind of interesting, like a sort of a nice segue into fall. Almost like Thanksgiving vibes. Me and my mom one time, I can't remember where she got this recipe, but she found this recipe from like a magazine or a TV show or something where it was like a detox tea recipe, and we tried it. It was a really long time ago, but it had ingredients like this. That was where I've tried dandelion root tea before. She bought like the tea bags and we would just cold steep it with like cranberry juice and I think some lemon juice in like a big pitcher of water. Since we had like the tea in the house, of course, I would just drink it on its own as well. So I've tried dandelion root before, and it kind of reminds me of like chicory flavor. I remember reading on like the box of tea bags, it said like it's a good substitute for when people are quitting coffee if they're trying to like get away from caffeine. So I always kind of thought of it as like almost like a coffee-like flavor, but that was back when I didn't drink coffee at all, so it probably doesn't taste like coffee. But I mostly smell the cranberry and the cinnamon, and I like that, honestly. So let's take a scoop out. I see a lot of big like cranberry pieces. I think it's super interesting that rooibos isn't like right up on like the top of the ingredients list. It's kind of further down. So there's actually more dandelion root in this than rooibos. There's more cranberry than anything else too. Rooibos plays a secondary role to like those other beneficial ingredients, but rooibos is awesome. It's super hydrating and full of electrolytes and full of good minerals, especially when you're like detoxing, like you're trying to get like the bad stuff out of your body. You're trying to like kind of start fresh and like feel good. Being hydrated is always important. So you of course want to drink a lot of water, but rooibos is a really awesome way to stay hydrated as well. So when people talk about like doing a tea detox, I don't know like what it actually like truly entails for people. I assume like you'd still be eating normal and you'd be like eating still and just adding a detox tea like in every day, like into your diet. Or maybe you're cutting out like bad foods and trying to like eat more clean and just, so I don't really know like what a detox would entail. I've never really like committed to a real like detox. Like on Instagram, I always see ads for like skinny tea talks where it's supposed to help you lose a lot of weight, but I don't understand how that could like really work if you're not eating right. You know what I mean? Here's how it looks all spread out. You see those big cranberries, a lot of rooibos, a lot of like little pieces. I see like a pink flower ingredient, like a petal. It might be the hibiscus, but it looks kind of light. It's pretty. I usually don't like hibiscus because they're pretty tart, but I feel like with the cranberry, it's gonna really pair nicely because cranberries are also tart and it smells really cranberry-y, so I feel like the addition of the hibiscus is gonna like really play that up and make it even more tart. I was kind of interested to see oat straw. I don't know what that is. I'm thinking of like straw, like in a barn, like hay bales or something. But let's go on DAVIDStea's website and kind of see like what else they have to say, because we always find more information there than we do just on the packaging. It's kind of crazy that dandelions are considered weeds because they're really actually nutritious, like dandelion greens. And I think even the flowers you can like make into tea and eat and stuff. So it's kind of weird that they're considered weeds. Here is how it looks on the website. And I mean, I guess it looks pretty similar here. The scoop that I took out, like in particular, seems to have more of like the smaller little ingredients, whereas like this is showing more chunks. But honestly, like it looked pretty chunky. I kind of scooped that way like purposefully just to make sure I have a good variety. But I definitely do see like a lot of those chunks. Like if I take out another little bit, it is a lot of chunks, but it's a lot of little pieces as well. How it tastes: fruity and warming with the bright tartness of cranberry. That's exactly how it smells. I get that really nice like kick of tart cranberry first, and then I start to notice there's some cinnamons. All right, so let's see what it says. Okay, it's this kind of detox. It says, partying a little hard? Give your liver a break with this tart and spicy cranberry tea designed to cleanse and restore your body. It's got a naturally sweet base of caffeine-free rooibos to keep you hydrated, plus the purifying powers of dandelion root, a wonder herb that's been said to help cure hangovers. Topped with a fresh burst of juicy cranberry, this crimson tonic is about to become your fave way to detox. Okay, so I didn't even think about like the hangover kind of stuff. So I guess that's interesting to know. This is a great like supposed cure for your hangovers. What makes it great? With detoxifying dandelion root and hydrating rooibos, this blend is the perfect way to cleanse and restore your body, especially after a night of overindulging. Used as a medicinal herb for centuries, dandelion root has been known to help cure hangovers thanks to its purifying properties. Well, cheers to that. This tea steeps a beautiful deep crimson. But I think dandelion root like is good for digestion or something as well. So I'm gonna actually look that up and just see what else I can find about the dandelion root, because that's definitely like the star player in this tea. 13 potential health benefits of dandelion. From root to flower, dandelion are highly nutritious plants loaded with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. So that's cool. So you're getting the minerals from the rooibos and minerals from the dandelion root. So the root of dandelion is rich in the carbohydrate inulin, which is a soluble fiber found in plants that supports the growth and maintenance of a healthy bacterial flora in your intestinal tract. Potent antioxidants. It may help fight inflammation, may promote a healthy liver, that was kind of what DAVIDStea was alluding to, may aid in weight loss. Researchers theorize that dandelion's ability to improve carbohydrate metabolism and reduce fat absorption may lead to weight loss. All right, this goes on forever and it just says like literally every benefit you can think of. So dandelion root sounds really awesome. Together with like the rooibos, the hibiscus, these are all ingredients that are really good for you. A lot of the teas in this collection, I felt like they've kind of tried to like lure us in with fruity flavors and then like have tasted completely different and not really fruity. Like the Peachy Clean, I got a lot less peach flavor than I expected. And then the Echinacea Shield had a really strong mango scent, but I really didn't taste mango in it. It kind of tasted a bit medicinal to me. So I feel like they have, like it's been the like mom hiding vegetables in your food sort of vibe for me so far, except I really did love the Bed of Roses. But with this one, like it smells like, you know what it actually reminds me of is DAVIDStea's tea called the Glow. I wonder if they still have that, because they had a tea called the Glow that had nettle leaf and cinnamon, and it smelled really similar to this, except probably without the cranberry. But let me see if I can find that one, because I love to compare ingredients whenever I can. So this one is a little different because it didn't really have anything fruity in it, but it did have like the cinnamon, the rose hips, rooibos. That had rose petals, marigold, all different stuff. So this one is a little bit different. All right, so let's see how our tea is steeping. It looks like the color has gotten pretty nice. But I know it said like it steeps crimson. I wouldn't call this crimson. I'd call it like, it's reddish, but it still is like the color I expect from a rooibos. It's not as red as I thought it would be with that description and plus the hibiscus and cranberry. So let's go ahead and remove the infuser. I think we're about good to do that. I feel like I'm just gonna feel really good after I drink this. I went out last night, it was just my birthday, and me and my dad's birthdays are a day apart. So we went out last night to celebrate his birthday. Of course, I didn't like drink anything, but I did eat worse than I usually do. And it was well worth it, but I think this is gonna really help me like feel better from that. It still smells like exactly the same. Like it smells exactly the same as it did like in the bag, everything. So let's see how it tastes. I think it's gonna be nice and tart, balanced with some nice cinnamon. I'm excited. Okay. It's not as tart as I expected, but it is a nice little punch of tartness. This is a really nice like cranberry tea. Like if you like cranberries or like cranberry juice, I think you'd really actually like this. It does remind me of that tea, the Glow, but with the added tartness. So it's actually really good. I'm not somebody who loves cranberry, but like I guess I don't really like eat or drink anything with cranberry super often. So I'm really liking this. It's not really like anything else that I drink. I think the only other tea that DAVIDStea has with cranberry, when I worked there, people would come in and ask for cranberry teas, and the only one we had to show them that had cranberry in it at all was the Caribbean Crush. And that's not this vibe at all. Like when I think of Caribbean Crush, I don't think of cranberry. When I think of cranberry, I think of like Thanksgiving, honestly. So Caribbean Crush wouldn't be like something I'd drink for Thanksgiving. It tastes like Jello to me. It's really good, but it's not like that cranberry vibe. But I feel like if you're looking for cranberry, this would be the way to go, because I taste the cranberry. I taste the cranberry like so much, and I taste the cinnamon, like a light hint of cinnamon, and that's really nice. It's like a little warming hint. And it sort of reminds me of like Thanksgiving and like November and that kind of season. Because on Thanksgiving also, we all eat too much, even though I don't even eat turkey, like, but we all eat too much. So I think this would be really nice, like for after Thanksgiving, you can like sit with a cup of this. If you're still like in that Thanksgiving like realm of flavors, but you're trying to like get back on your feet after that overeating. There's another tea I really love that's detoxy. It's Buku Superfruit from DAVIDStea, and that one I just bought recently. I just got it back. I feel like I can't live without it. It feels so good to drink it after I've eaten really salty or really unhealthy foods. That was always my go-to, and for a long time I didn't have it. But I'm kind of getting that feeling, like that detoxy feeling where it's like you're rehydrating you and you feel your body kind of like regenerating. Yeah, I could definitely picture drinking this like on a night like last night where I've eaten like cheesy pasta and all this crazy stuff, and I come home and I'm just like, oh, like I wish I would have tried this sooner so I could have drank it then. So weirdly enough, this might be my favorite of the new collection. I didn't think, like, I guess I didn't really have much of an expectation about this one, but it's really good. I'd actually be really curious like how well something like this would work for a hangover. I used to drink and then I quit drinking about 3 years ago. Personally, I didn't get hangovers the next day because here's what I would do. I would drink way too much and I'd be like really feeling the effects, but I wouldn't let myself go to bed until the effects wore off because I couldn't sleep in that condition. Like I'd wake up, like I just couldn't get to sleep. I'd be cold. Like I hope this isn't weird to share because I don't know how old everybody is. If you guys are over 21, but if you're not 21, just take this as a message learned from my mistakes that if you don't drink, you're really not missing out on anything except for like embarrassing things and like painful things. So I would always overdo it. So for my health, I chose to quit, but I never thought back then about using a tea to like get undrunk because I would wait till I got undrunk. So I'd stay up, I'd do like some exercises or I'd like just stay up and watch TV. Like I just would not go to sleep until I felt better. But I wonder like if I did have a tea like this at that time, if it could have like helped me to like sober up and like, you know, go to bed. Now I'll never know, but I would be sort of curious how well this would work for a hangover because hangovers are painful, they're terrible. But either way, like I just feel like drinking this after you've like eaten something bad or during that feeling, that's when I'm gonna like really reach for this tea, just like I do with the Buku Superfruit. All right guys, so I surprisingly really loved this tea. I've almost finished the whole thing. I of course used like my smaller mug, but still I feel like I don't normally drink like the whole thing and I probably will finish this before I even turn off the camera. But yeah, I really liked this tea. I think this is definitely worth trying for anyone who's like, you know, whether you're trying to like get a clean slate and like start to eat better and like kind of detox out a buildup of bad things you've eaten, or like if you try it for a hangover, I'd love to hear how it works for you. Or even just like me, like you overeat a couple times, you overeat one night and you drink this and hopefully feel a little better. I hope you're having a beautiful day and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.